Hello everyone, and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry, Tatarigoroshi. Where we last left off, Satoko was being the most wholesome little child ever. And hopefully it will continue to be very wholesome. I think it will, for the most part. At least for now. We're at chapter 2. I looked it up to see how long it was. There's 13 chapters, so I think halfway it would start to get pretty crazy. Maybe. About halfway. Alright. We didn't view the tips, did we? No. Did we get any new tips? No, we didn't. Let's just continue. Yeah, no new tips. Oh, Mion. I missed you. Oh, really? Your parents came home, huh? It smelled like energy drinks and their eyes were all bloodshot. They said they had crazy amount of stuff to do and were up whole 2 nights in a row. Adults have it tough. Adults do have it tough. Hey, Phantom. One time they're gonna fake us out by never doing a dramatic twist where everything goes wrong, just wholesome all the way. You know, we'd like that. We'd like if they actually hecking did that. But, you know, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Your dad is an artist, right? They really do have it rough. Come to think of it, he was, wasn't he? I would very much like to see what kind of things he draws sometime.
An artist, huh? Seen a number of watercolor and acrylic paintings on display, but he had to have been doing some other job too. So what did Dad do exactly? He didn't let anyone into his workshop after all. Wanted to sneak a peek one day. So the house was empty for 2 days after all that? That didn't leave much time. So, Kei-chan, did you manage to go after the character who was in your heart? We weren't able to. The absence of parents is a must-have for eroge protagonists. Oh, wow.
He built a lot of relationship points and raised all the right flags.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about. No, he's not a gamer. He doesn't know what they're talking about.
That means you don't need to cook for yourself anymore, Keiichi-kun. What did you make last night?
Probably ramen. In the end, I didn't make a single thing myself. Last night's dinner, well, it was vegetable stir-fry. Wow! Kei-chan, you can make a little bit of real cooking now, huh?
You made vegetable stir-fry? Did it come out good? Did it? Rena-san, you're being unpleasant.
What?
Why are you clinging to me?
Oh, I see.
A delicious meal and friendly dishwashing together.
Right, that's what happened last time. Okay, I remember now. They all did it together. Very, very wholesome.
Oh, how nice. Hey, I said you're being unpleasant.
What's up, Brad? How are you doing, bro? Huh? What are you talking about? Mion, utterly confused, asked me for clarification, but I just barely, albeit transparently, averted my eyes. Right. Does anyone have any plans for this afternoon? You don't, do you? Do you? Probably not. Today was Saturday. Beautiful day on which we're liberated from all the confines of school in the afternoon. Actually, the school in Hinamizawa had slightly different Saturdays than those in the city. There were a lot of students here who brought a bento, ate it at lunch, and then went to play in the school or around the schoolyard. You could say that the entire school turned into a children's playground. There are mountains behind the school, and if you went down that way, you'd find mountain streams. You could avoid the strong sunlight and make conversation in the classroom if you wanted to. You could also play hide and seek in the construction pipes. That sounds very unsafe. Of course, you're free to go home as well. There are some kinds of kids who went home and helped water the fields or tended to stores. Mion was bringing up the afternoon like this, then it must have been for some crazy big club event. However, sadly I had something I needed to do before taking part in whatever it was.
You have work? That's unlucky. I wonder what kind of work it is. Maybe helping his father with his artwork job?
We have work?
Or being a model for his father's art? A model? A nude one?
Oh god, Rena. I looked into Rena's eyes and saw myself completely naked in a questionable pose with a single rose in my mouth. No, I wouldn't do that for 1,000,000 yen. To get rid of Rena's delusions, I grabbed her head and swung it from side to side.
Oh, stop!
Oh, sorry. Leaving your fanciful delusions aside, I have something to do real quick during lunch. I'm okay to meet up with you after I'm done, though. Work during lunch? I see. That sounds kind of cool, actually. What could it be? Are you having a banquet with VIP experts? Like a business lunch? Ugh. This is truly sad, but you're right. What? Yeah, what? Everyone shouts wildly, surprised. What the heck? VIP experts? We didn't hear about this at all. It was true. Today I'd be on the job with my family. For my dad's job, he was having about 10 people from his publishing company over for a house party. 12 people from work for a party the day after having stayed up 2 nights in a row. I'm amazed at their vitality. Adults have it pretty rough. Yeah. Of course, it would be incredibly uncomfortable for me. It'd be really tiring to have to force myself to smile at some old dudes I didn't know. But they were my dad's importantest business connections, so offending them would be bad. Well, with that all said, it was going to be very uncomfortable for me today, starting at lunch. Well, what an intelligent child. This is my son, Keiichi. Keiichi, this is Blue-san from Blue. And this person here is Blue-san, the Blue manager. Say your hellos. Hello, my name is Keiichi. Appreciate all you've done for my father. Keiichi-kun, do you draw pictures like your father does? I would very much like to see them. Oh no, we don't draw, do we? My dad has such a brazen occupation, that of an artist. Though I don't really know what kinds of things he creates. I don't really care, and I don't really want to see anyway. Dad's so tight-fisted about it, so he doesn't show them to me very often anyway. I'm not a kid anymore, so I wouldn't care at all if they were pictures of naked ladies or anything. Yeah, you're not a kid anymore, being like, what, 14, 15? If you study under your father as an apprentice, you'd be able to become a great artist like him too. Excuse me? This is just between you and me, but my dad, is he really that great of an artist? I readied myself and whispered my question. Might have seemed odd for a son to be asking this, but when I did, he gave me this really strange grin and tightly clamped down on my shoulders. Yes! He is truly a fantastic artist. Is that so? I'm glad to hear it. There's no purchase restrictions. He does fan service, and he always answers the letters he gets. Is he a manga artist? No way. Is an inquisitive mind always on the prowl for what the world needs? Taking off your socks? Absolutely not. And that goes for glasses and school uniforms too. Or is he just a lewd artist? Maibara-sensei understands things perfectly. Yeah, Dojin, maybe. Every event sees him along the wall with a huge lineup. I'm sorry, but his pictures are not the ones you hang on a wall? Not at all! In the beginning, everyone starts in the islands. In the islands? And then to their corners, and finally climbing up to the corners of larger paths. What the heck does that mean? The final destination is the famous wall. You too! Please become a great artist who can display his works in unison with Maibara-sensei. I'll cheer you on. It's fine to have a lot of passion for the things you like, but I didn't get it. But it seemed that the world of art ran pretty deep. Probably much deeper than I could have imagined. Decided to leave it at that. Then I realized my mom was calling me from the other side of the room. Hey G, it's the phone. It's a friend of yours. Lucky break. Maybe if I could get out of this uncomfortable business party using my friend's phone call as an excuse. Scampered over to the front door and snatched up the receiver my mom had left there. Hello? It's me. Hello, me. That's not how you answer the phone, Keiichi-san. Who? Wait, who is this? I implore you, learn to choose your words more properly. Is that Satoko? I was of the opinion that the person speaking to me had a far stranger way of talking. Oh, it's Satoko! It's unusual for you to call my house.
This isn't a time for pleasantries. Keiji-san, when are you going to be able to come?
Sorry, it looks like this is going to be a bit long. Can't get them to let me go. I want to go do things with the club now, but...
That's not it, Keiji-san. It wasn't about the club today. It's a real battle.
Satoko's voice was different from normal. I could feel the urgency in it drifting through the phone. A real battle? Doesn't sound good. What's the situation?
I'll explain the particulars when we meet. Anyway, this is a terrible crisis. At this rate, we're going to lose.
What on earth is going on? Could it have been a fight? I didn't know who they were, but laying a hand on anyone from Hinamizawa was an absolutely terrible idea. Right, got it. I'll come and reinforce you right away.
Where are you at? We're on the Okinomiya Elementary School campus. There are signs at the station, so you should be able to figure it out. Anyway, we're in a huge hurry.
School campus? Situation could have a lot of people involved. Could have turned into an all-out brawl? Who's the enemy here anyway? Oh, I'm on fire! Got it. I'll be there soon. Should I bring a weapon with me? Like a metal baseball bat or something?
You have a metal bat? That would be fantastic. We will wait for you here.
The call cut off abruptly. I needed to hurry. Oh, Keiichi, I was looking for you. Blank-san from Blank was looking for a photocopy. Now's not the time. Don't we have a bat? A metal bat? If not, then anything long will do. If anything long will do, then my golf clubs are in the storage room. It didn't have the same kind of impact, but a golf club was a splendid weapon too. It was a lighter than a baseball bat and made it easier for me to use. Thanks. I'm borrowing this one. I really need to go see my friends for something. It's urgent. Sorry. Look, Keiichi, wait a minute. And then we run off. I grabbed a golf club, jumped on my bike, and head straight for town. Wait for me, Satoko! I'll be right there. Just hold out until then. Oh, I wonder if this is probably not a fight at all, isn't it? I didn't actually know where Okinomiya Elementary was exactly, but Satoko's phone call seemed to demand urgency, so I rushed out without asking her about how to get there. But I went to the station, there would be signs. At least, I feel like that's what she said. And I heard the jingling of a bicycle bell from behind me. Oh!
Hello there.
Hey! Rika-chan!
Keiichi, you came quickly. You put the pedal to the metal.
Damn! This isn't the time to be out of breath. I needed to hurry. Sorry, where's Okinomiya Elementary?
I'll show you the way. Come along with me.
Rika-chan rode off on her bike. I followed her. Satoko suddenly called me out here, but what on earth is going on anyway?
At first, we had the advantage. However, they called in a helper. Bad manners.
A helper? What cowards, calling for reinforcements the minute they realized they'd lose.
They're taking everyone out one by one. We can't put a dent in them.
Gulp. Sounds like they were pretty strong. Anyway, I'll ask about it later. We don't have time, right? Please hurry.
Leave it to me.
Oh wait, other way around. With Rika-chan leading the way, we headed straight for the elementary school grounds. I asked Rika-chan something during that time. It seemed that all the club members besides me were a part of this fight. Damn, so what Neon was trying to tell everyone was that this would happen? If I had known that, I would have just ditched my family job. It was too late for regrets. According to Rika-chan, we had a one-sided advantage at the start, but our angry foes had brought in a powerful ally. The club members put up a resistance and went against them one by one, but apparently they couldn't stand up to them. The combined efforts of the whole club couldn't win? Just what kind of monster is this guy?
He's amazing. His enemy is orthodox.
Orthodox? They weren't using thuggish sprawl tactics, but they actually studied karate or something? Is that what she meant?
Keiichi is our last ray of hope now.
Okinomiya Elementary came into view. Could hear many voices raising hell over there. Whoa! Mion! Rena! Satoko! I'll be there soon! I'll crush them all at once. Oh my gosh, I doubt anything is gonna actually happen. I bet it's literally nothing. There were a lot of bicycles left out in front of the school. I left mine there next to them in the same way. I could tell there were a lot of people flooding the campus. Were there two armies in the midst of a huge, no-holds-barred brawl? I took my golf club in hand. Whoosh! I swung it. Felt the sensation of it sticking firmly into my palm. Great! Feedback wasn't bad. I'm gonna go all out with this thing. I dashed at breakneck speed to the school gate, swinging around. Oh my god. These are really out to kill right now. Come with me, Rika-chan. I'll show you what the mighty manly warrior Keiichi Maibara can really do.
Wow. Keiichi, you're so reliable. You're going to a rampage with a golf club.
Rika-chan applauded me, though a little dryly, lauding my valiance. The manly Keiichi Maibara put it behind him and headed for the place where he may die.
Keiichi, why did you bring a golf club today?
I had no choice. At first I figured a baseball bat would have been good, but we don't have one at my house. Golf club was far better going barehanded than going barehanded, so I brought one.
Oh, very excellent. I'll give you a pat on the head. Can't wait to see your golf club rampage.
Despite the emergency situation, Rika-chan reached up and stroked me on the head. Hey, this is no time for jokes.
Huh? Crack.
Just then an extremely loud metallic sound rang out, and I heard many people cheering. Left! Ah, we missed. Oh my gosh, are they just playing baseball? Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, breaking news. Local madman assaults elementary schoolers with golf club. Yeah. Run! You can get to second base. Go! Center! Calm down! Send it to third! Center fielder caught the ball and after a brief pause sent it flying to third base. He had pitched it wildly and might get there. Gave up 1 second and threw it to third with time to spare. The instructions from the bench, they were solid. Wait, what?
Oh, Keiichi-kun's here. Satoko-chan, Satoko-chan! Keiichi-kun's here. You're late. Loafing around is only okay when you do it at the bread shop.
This is Maibara-kun's kid? Will he really save us? We're up against the ace of Oishima, left arm Kamaida-kun. He can beat a Koshian class pitcher. He must be a god.
It's okay. I'm sure that Keiichi-kun can turn the tables.
Yeah, new character fog? Yeah. I don't know who this guy is though.
He's a really dependable person.
Murmur. What? He's the pitch hitter we brought in to take out left arm Kamaeda with his bullet fastball. The one who had one no-hit, no-run game after another during the regional qualifiers. The undefeated demon pitcher of Oishima. The super high school level pitcher that had already been marked by professional scouts. He's going to win against him?
Some greenhorn pitcher like that is no match for Keiichi-san. He'll send his throws all the way to the back screen for an easy victory.
There was a slugger like that in this prefecture? I had no idea. Must have gone under the radar. Hey! Oink-chan from Hashim stood up. Hey! Take a picture. His full name is Keiichi Maibara. Look him up in the database and send his history to our office. Which one is Keiichi Maibara? Pictures. Oh my gosh, there's so many. So many freaking people just out here. This is a really big deal, like professionally. A whole lot of sports journalists led by Satoko gripped their cameras tightly and searched for the rumored Keiichi Maibara. As for me, I was so dazed at what was happening that I froze in place with my golf club up in the air.
Keiichi-san, over here! Eh?
The camera people stared at me through their viewfinders, just like I had. They turned to stone. In the hands of their gallant pitch hitter, Keiichi Maibara, was a golf club. Nobody could seem to understand why I was holding something like this. And at this point, neither did I.
cheep, 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 cheep.
A cold, greasy sweat dripped from me. The first one to break an inordinately awkward silence was Rena.
Keiichi-kun.
Yeah?
May we ask you a question?
Please. Please don't. Psychic waves of my entreaty entreaty? What the heck kind of word is that? Flowed out of my face along with my sweat. Somehow seemed to reach the two of them. The deathly quiet reporters all parted as Moses once parted the sea. Moses probably didn't go through the parted seas this quietly. If you were playing baseball, then tell me that from the start!
What? Did I not say that? I mean, I told you to come to the campus with a baseball bat. What else would you thought it was? And what manner of thinking caused you to mistakenly bring a golf club here instead? I think Keiichi-kun must have done it on purpose to lighten our moods and get us pumped. I think.
Rena smiled bitterly and covered for me with all of her might. Please believe her, everyone. I'm begging you.
Keiichi loves golf. Pet.
Rika-chan started patting my head, a broad grin on her face all the while. Pushed her hand away, grabbed her from behind her suspenders, and picked her up like a kitten.
Meep.
Rika-chan! Why didn't you tell me it was a baseball game when we met at the station? I wouldn't have had to suffer such disgrace.
Meepa.
Oh my god. Rika-chan's smile was like the sun, so incredibly innocent. She's glowing. When I saw Rika-chan's radiant smile, I couldn't help but feel like I could forgive anything she did. However, Rika-chan thought I actually would, and she had another thing coming. Anyway, this is your punishment, Rena.
Meep.
Rika-chan still plucked up my hand and I offered her to Rena. That's right. Kittenified Rika-chan sent Rena's voltage into overcharge.
Oh, I'll take her. Rena will take her. Oh, so cute.
Pop. Spinny. Rena stuck out her tongue like a chameleon and preyed upon Rika-chan while spinning her around. Rika-chan's
so cute. Rika-chan's so cute. Oh, meep.
Rena held her tight as a vise and began to get her fill of rubbing her cheek into Rika-chan's. The cheeks rubbed together tightly. Rika-chan's face looked like it was being crushed by Rena's.
I do not know what happened, but it looks like Rika has gotten her just desserts.
Yeah, I recently found out that Rika-chan isn't only cute, but deadly.
Oh, I got Keiichi-kun's permission. I'm gonna take you home. Meep.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind either. For the moment, I gave her a 3-minute timeout. By the way, Satoko, that urgent call was for a baseball game?
Yes, that's correct. You said you had a house party with your family. I suppose I was wrong to ask, but times of trouble like these, you must obviously prioritize friends over family.
I felt like that was what I was supposed to be saying, but not you. Well, it was just a business party for my dad, I guess. I honestly felt glad to be called out here. So what's the crisis situation look like? 6-7. Which means our team is losing, huh? 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th? What the heck? The game was almost about to end.
You would have had a little more time if you'd gotten here sooner. Do you have any idea how difficult it was for us to hold out this long?
Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, so, what am I doing? Am I gonna be the pinch hitter? Just leave it to me. May not look like it, but I went to the batting cages a lot before I moved here. My dad went there for fun, and I used to go with him pretty often. Pretty confident about just hitting the bat with a ball, but... boom! Tremendous sound rang out, like the likes of which I'd never heard before. The catcher's mitt trembled, sending a cloud of dust, telling me the tremendous sound had come from the ball. Hey now, wait a second. What's up with that crazy fastball anyway? Surprised? Yeah, that's a bona fide Koshien level pitcher. Don't you know about left arm Kamaeda-kun, the ace of Oishima? Sorry, can't say I do. Wait, Mion? What happened to you? Mion showed up. To my surprise, she was wrapped up in bandages. Just what on earth happened?
Well, you came late, so I guess we need to explain from the beginning.
Oh, Done with Rika-chan?
Yep. I had a lot of fun, and she's so cute. She's so soft and fluffy and squishy. Oh, I could eat her. I could eat just her cheeks 3 meals a day.
Oh my god.
Babe, I can't get married anymore.
Jesus. I wonder how Rika-chan's cheeks taste if you could eat them 3 times a day. I almost flipped my own delusion switch, but I put to stop using logic. I was an adult. Were you, Keiichi? Okay, explain away. How did things get screwed up enough that Koshien relief pitcher ended up in a baseball game for fun? Everyone exchanged glances. Then Rena spoke up for all of them.
At first, well, it was just a normal baseball game.
Nothing much, just a little grudge match between Hinamizawa fighters and Okinomiya Titans. We were just having a grand old time, really, nothing much.
Well, in simpler terms, it was an intramural match. A match to settle the grudge between Hinamizawa and Okinomiya. You say grudge, but it's all pretty peaceful and friendly.
So why is our whole club a part of it? Some of you are wearing uniforms and some aren't. Last I checked, we weren't in the school baseball team.
That is, well, it was pretty irresponsible.
They happened to have some players who couldn't make it today. They were pretty down in the dumps, so we ended up getting involved post-haste. I see. So if there weren't enough members, anyone could come to the rescue, whether a boy or a girl, and no matter what grade they were in. That jumbled together feeling was the hallmark of our school. But Rika-chan told me we were crushing them at the beginning.
He is an amazing batter. She was hitting home runs left and right.
Mion proudly stuck out her chest. Doing so seemed to hurt her somehow, and she groaned pathetically. Oh, okay, I see what happened.
Yes, every time Mion-san went up to bat, she hit a home run and brought everyone on bases in. Unlike Satoko, she can really hit the ball.
Wow.
Rika!
Alright, I think I got the gist of it. You were having a pretty easy time until that Koshien pitcher showed up. That's right. It was all us at the beginning. Maybe we didn't get that many points, but we were always getting people on the bases.
And Kamaeda-kun from Oishima just happened to show up and watch the game today.
Oishima was apparently a fairly well-known school to our prefecture that frequently sent people to Koshien. And this man, known as the ace of their baseball team, Kameda? It's Kameda, not Kamaeda. Seemed to be quite skilled. Now that I thought about it, it was certainly strange to see a cameraman with journalist armbands here to watch a casual baseball game out in the sticks like this.
I heard that when Kameda was little, he was on the Okinomiya Titans.
You figured it out, right? His old team was losing, so that's why he jumped in as a relief pitcher and took the mound. Now it's just terrible. We can't even hit any foul balls, much less get anyone on base.
But still, a Koshien pitcher barging in, it's unfair. We're just playing for fun.
All the boys were wearing Hinamizawa fighters' uniforms, were hanging their heads in disappointment. I knew almost all their faces. Isn't everyone here a classmate? Oh, I see. We're the only school in Hinamizawa after all. Oh, so is Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. You were on the baseball team too? My bar-san. Uniform was brand new and not very dirty, fresh off the presses. Could see handmade banners with their names written on them in the grandstands. I see, their families came to root for them in their debut game today.
Okamura said he just got his bat today as a present from his dad.
The brand new bat sparkled. That kind of present, a man just has to perform well.
He practiced swinging a whole lot just for today. Tomita-kun, well, he went too far and he tore the skin off his hand, see? Unfortunately.
His torn hand looked like it hurt, but from that injury you could sense his backbone. Jeez, how do you hurt it that bad? I get it, guys. You wanted to make your big moment a good one. Savior of the Okinomiya Titans. You can hear the sounds of Kamada's-kun's tremendous fastball practice. This was no joke. He's definitely on a level far above high school kids. At this level, he clearly shouldn't have been interrupting a grass lock game. Grudge match, though it may have been. He should have understood how much better he was, too. This guy, was he being serious against opponents like these? He shouldn't be, they're just kids, man.
Yep, Rena thinks it's immature.
Rena's eyes grew harsh. Took a lot to get Rena mad. As for Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, they were sniffling, fighting back tears. We heard another tremendous noise from the mitt. Turned around, and this left-arm Kamada-kun guy was looking at us and grinning boldly. Anyway, that's how it is. Now that it's come to this, we have no choice. We have to engage in a real battle. Yeah, looks like we have to get serious.
Yep, and then? We tried getting serious, but then Michan went out with a bang.
Mion, embarrassed, scratched her head, and then a moment later doubled over in pain.
Went out with a bang? And how on earth did she end up getting injured like this?
Oh, went out with a bang, but how on earth did she end up getting injured like this?
It would take a really long time to explain. The one thing I can say is that she came up empty even though she pushed herself that hard.
I risked my life and I couldn't even get 1 point.
A secret plan did nothing, and now we're very sad.
Couldn't even imagine what sort of secret plan it was, but it must have been crazy enough to get her hurt that badly. Still, though, we're still playing baseball thanks to you failing, right?
Yeah. Maybe Michan's last resort wasn't very baseball-like, I think. We have no other resource now, do we? It means that we need to settle the score front and center in a manner befitting a baseball game.
That's right. We have to settle it like baseball. I think normal people would have given up and gone for a frontal attack. But as a member of our club, I wasn't about to accept that so easily. Like baseball? I don't know. If we look at it like a baseball game, then we can't be picky, can we? They're just gonna cheat, right?
It's our club's creed, after all. That's correct. We can't be picky. That's the virtue of our club. Oh ho 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 ho.
Ren and Satoko laughed at each other delightfully. It wasn't really a virtue we could brag about, but the best thing about our club is that we never rolled over and gave up.
But the cameras are all watching very closely. It'll be hard to cheat.
Rika-chan spread her arms wide, indicating the array of reporters in the bleachers. He was right. With all those cameramen watching us through those cameras with giant telephoto lenses, foul play would be fairly tough. That's right. That's the bottleneck. Everyone's eyes are on us. We can't be too bold.
Ow! Never did think Michan's ways were very ladylike, though.
Satoko and Rika-chan both nodded behind Rena. Then let's get down to business. Our team is down 1 run right now.
Plus, it's the bottom of the 9th. We already have 2 outs.
If this old man's plan had gone better, we'd have our bases loaded right about now.
There's no point in lamenting a failed plan. Our club never loses heart and always goes to the next one.
Satoko said eagerly, trying to cheer up the downcast Mion, whose secret plan had failed. It may have failed, but Satoko seemed to have another. Satoko, you seem pretty cheerful, which means you've got something up your sleeve, huh?
Hey, Chiku. Who do you think she is? It's Satoko-chan, you know? Satoko Hojo-chan.
That was right. We called her Trapmaster Satoko, didn't we? She would ensnare her opponent at the perfect moment, the very end. Everyone in our club knew that we could never, ever let our guards down against Satoko. I may have taught her, but she's grown a lot and doesn't seem to want to stop. Sometimes even I'm astonished at how she overcomes such slim margins.
By the way, me bats next, and then Satoko.
We were losing by 1 point, so if we could get the next runner on a base, and the runner after that could hit a big one and end the match. And that final batter was Satoko.
See? You feel like we can win now, right? I can't imagine what she's got set up. It's gotta be some kind of trap for sure. If I were the opposing pitcher, I'd definitely walk her.
There was no way Satoko was going to hit a home run, even in my dreams. If she was going to stand in the batter's box normally without any kind of plan, I can't think of anything else she would do. And the fact that you called me here, I see. I think I know where this is going. Meant that I was a necessary piece of Satoko's trap.
I'm excited. I wonder what Satoko will do. I can't wait to see Satoko's walk-off home run either.
Kei-chan is indispensable for this. Understand? It's our last chance at creating an upset. We absolutely cannot fail. Right. That much I know for sure. Just watch. Satoko and I will give you an all-front roast sheets to the greatest turnaround victory of all time.
Now I'll explain your instructions, Keiichi-san. Lend me your ear for a moment.
Satoko and I huddled up in a hidden place and held a briefing that anyone watching could tell was suspicious. I wonder what my bar-san and Hojo are talking about.
I pray it's not some crazy trick like the one the president used.
Our teammates, Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, seemed very nervous. Rena gave them a wild smile, trying to dispel their anxiety.
It'll be okay, everyone. Satoko-chan and Keiichi-kun will be able to pull this off for us.
But Ryugu-san, we're up against the Koshien pitcher. I don't know if Satoko's trap will be much good. Now everyone, be silent and watch. You're gonna see an interesting game. Mion, who knew everything about to transpire, looked like she was having a hard time stifling the laughter bubbling up within her. She was so terrifying as an enemy, but so reliable as an ally. Mion waved her hands at the umpire. We've got a pinch hitter. I, Mion Sonozaki, am switching out with Keiji Maibara. Are you sure I'll be alright? The umpire turned an uneasy gaze on the pinch hitter who had just jumped in with a golf club.
Don't underestimate Keiichi-kun now.
Members of our club were the only ones grinning with wholehearted confidence. What? It's not gonna end there, is it? No way. That's just a pause, right? Okay. I wonder why there was a pause there. Satoko's plan was definitely simple, but scrupulous. Scrupulous, yes. It even looked like the entire situation had gone according to her calculations. Baseball, more like cringe. Based ball, more like cringe ball. Good joke. Good one. The fact that we were losing by 1 point. The fact that I had come late. The fact that Satoko was the last batter. Even felt like this had been kind of set up before the game started. There'd been a lot of time since I got here. During that time, the opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, took a bathroom break. Even that felt calculated. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. So maybe she made him drink controlled laxatives to get him to use the bathroom at this exact moment. While he was a long way off, shut up in the bathroom, our plan would begin. The opposing pitcher, Kameda-kun, there he was. In front of the urinal, pleasantly taking care of business. Thought it was only natural he would win at a grass slot game like this, relaxed enough to relieve himself without a care in the world. Maybe that was supposed to be his appeal. However, his relaxed state was itself our chance. Right now, you've already conceded to our club. What are they gonna do to him? I too casually walked into the bathroom. There were 3 urinals. Kameda-kun was doing his business at the farthest one. I went to the one next to him. Isn't that like a thing that you're not supposed to do at urinals? Normally you'd leave one urinal open. Kameda-kun seemed to notice me. I stood right next to him after all. What? Look who it is. The big pinch hitter. Hoo. He recalled seeing me swing the golf club around like an idiot, and he couldn't seem to resist the urge to laugh. I, however, wasn't frustrated in the slightest. The match had already been won the moment I arrived. The game had been decided as a big upset for our team. So now, all I had to do was push things along exactly as Satoko planned. Hoo. I'm the one who should be laughing. Oh my gosh, what are they doing to him?
I wonder if Keiichi-kun can do it. He'll be fine. When Keiichi-san is serious, he can do this much before breakfast.
Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, our underclassmen, asked another question with much trepidation. Is Mayabara-san really going to be able to beat that pitcher? You don't feel any confidence in Kei-chan after being in the same class with him? Someday, he could be strong enough to control all of humanity. Join Kei-chan. You could easily rule the world. The world! Her teammates exchanged glances. Did my bar senpai really have such incredible strength? Just what kind of strength could that be? What is he gonna do? My question caused Kamada-kun to stare in bewilderment. For a moment, he didn't know what to say. Sorry, I don't think I heard you right. Did you say that again? I smiled thinly, looked straight ahead, and said it once more clearly. Say it one more time. Let us win. We're right to the point. No threats or beating around the bush or anything. Kamada-kun's brain couldn't figure out the meaning of what I'd said, but I could clearly tell he was confused. What are you, some kind of moron? Let you win? Are you insane? I relayed our demands. What's your reply? Yes or no? It goes without saying. Like hell I'd let you win. Is your brain broken? Kamada didn't hide his bewilderment. He didn't want to be around someone who would babble on like this for another second. Those thoughts spilled into his expression. He quickly moved to leave the bathroom. Kamada-kun, what does victory mean for you? That's a dumb question. Priceless, absolute, supremacy. Jesus Christ. Nothing else can change it. Grinned slightly as he answered as to make fun of me. Hoo hoo hoo. How like a sportsman to say that. Victory decides all. No one can change that. Hoo hoo hoo. Of course not. No matter what kind of threats or bribes you come to me with, there's nothing valuable enough to make me abandon victory. I was waiting for those words. I, after spinning around 3.5 times, pointed right at Kamada's face. But don't you think you should ask? Something worth abandoning your precious victory for? What kind of compensation you could be given? What are you saying, stupid? There's nothing that can make me do that. Hoo hoo hoo. He was denying it, but he stopped. He stopped. He was waiting. He was waiting for me to present some attractive conditions. In a magazine interview, you said your favorite foods are grilled meat and that you don't like sweets. But you lied about that, didn't you? What? For example, let's say you went to a grilled meat buffet. What exactly would be on your plate? Pork loin? Korean barbecue? Pile of beef tongue? That wouldn't be it. You wouldn't bring meat with you. It would be all pudding and gelatin and cake you could eat. The kinds a girl would love, pretty cute and sweet. You love Western treats like that, don't you? Kamada's face turned utterly pale. The club already knew that he ate a mountain of desserts when he went to the grilled meat buffet. And we were all aware of his embarrassment at his weakness for sweets despite his age. Yeah, I don't know what the heck he's going on, what he's trying to do here. Kamada-kun couldn't possibly have known that the particular grilled meat buffet chain in Shishibone was owned by a member of the Sonozaki family. Of course. I'll have to be careful when I go out to eat with my parents from now on. Gaslighting this poor guy into being ashamed for liking sweets. What would you expect of Keiichi, after all, you know? No! I love the hearty bone-in... No? What you like is gentle, soft, cute piles of dessert, topped with colorful creams. It almost makes you think of a girl adorned in frills and ribbons, pure, ignorant of shame. Cute desserts like those girls so clear and clean. And with your acne-laden face, your sports cut, and your lust in full display, you sully them. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch. Ah, shut up! That's right. That's right, you eat desserts, but you don't love them, you just dirty them, violate them, and chew them. Jesus Christ, this is awful. All you do is relish in the enjoyment of soiling them. Gah! Please, no more. My secret pleasure has been found out. Can't go on living. I have to die. You idiot, don't end your life so easily. Slam! Hit him on the side of his head as hard as I could. Kamada-kun fell down like a girl. His eyes stared watering as he broke down. Literally, this is like extremely sexist, but you know, it is Keiichi after all. And it is what, like 1960 something after all. Oh, I'm probably the only one in the world who thinks those things while eating desserts. I'm nothing but a pervert pretending to be a proper sportsman. What? Hold on. Give me a second. Are you telling me he actually like gets off on dismantling desserts because he thinks of like the desserts as women and women are objects? Is that what's going on here? No, that can't be what's going on here. That's right, you're a pervert. Yeah. Shh. This time I didn't hit. That's what I. Why would you think that way, Vampy? I don't know. That's just what I'm getting from what Keiichi's saying. Is that like why would they say he's a pervert from eating desserts? You know? Is that what they're freaking talking about? Because it doesn't make any hecking sense. This time I didn't hit him. Instead, I clapped my hands down onto his shoulders. Do not cry, Kameda. What's wrong with a man being a pervert? Dun dun. Huh? A man ought to be a pervert, but admitting it sets a man apart from those below him. You've been honest to yourself. You can brag about that. You can be arrogant about it. You can be proud of yourself. Instead of blaming him, I told him to have pride in himself, and Kameda-kun couldn't hide his confusion. Yes, I have been deeply moved by what you've shown me. Desserts are nothing but sweet foods eaten after meals. That's what I thought the whole time. Okay, good. Okay, so what's the problem then? If you like desserts, then you like desserts. There's no deep thing behind that. Like, oh my god. But I was mistaken, and you showed me that. No, you weren't mistaken. He brought meaning to something that doesn't have any. Oh lord. Thanks to you, I can... Starting tomorrow, I'll be able to enjoy my desserts in a completely different way. No, don't do that. Please, for the love of God, don't do that. For example, strawberry shortcake. Please don't bring an example into this. Strawberry shortcake. Gulp. Kameda-kun's throat dried out. Simplicity of strawberry shortcake, indeed. Somehow old-fashioned. Like the orthodox maids from gaudy times of the late 1800s. Not those flirty maids with short skirts that we have now. An orthodox, fully dressed, authentic maid. Just strawberries, but please, master, I could not prepare any more of this, so please give them a taste. That kind of honesty is unbelievably great. Please give them a taste. It's such a turn on. Oh, Lord. A turn on. Because there are only strawberries, the softest scented cream decoration ends up looking like frills, laces, and embroidery. And she takes it and splits it with her fork for her master, an elegant aristocrat. No, it would be wilder if she took it and sucked on it vulgarly, like her bad master in his greasy sweat. What am I reading? Imagine walking in on this in the bathroom. I know, seriously. Dude, I'm just afraid that my roommate's gonna overhear what I hecking say. And she's gonna think like I'm the worst person ever. What am I reading? No, more than that. Gulp. The dent in the strawberry after plucking it, isn't that even better? And you let your tongue crawl all over it? Oh, what kind of taste must that be? The dent after you pick up the strawberry. Can't hold it in anymore. I'll go after Angel Mort on the way home and make a shortcake into my plaything all I want. The girl's dressed up beautifully just for me. Hee hee hee. I draw even closer to the trembling maidens, and then one by one I show them. Hoo hoo hoo. For every one I eat, I hold my jaw tight just like this and appraise the goods, wondering which to eat next. Dude, I don't know if I want to read this anymore. I don't know if I can handle it. When Higurashi goes off like this, I wonder what the heck I'm doing with my hecking life. Hoo hoo hoo. Please translate girls as cake, alright? Keiichi-kun seems to be taking all about cake combination platters. Emphasis, mine. As if I'm showing off, I'll hold my jaw tight like this and then gulp. Has there ever been a man such as this who could speak so passionately about a single piece of strawberry shortcake? No, there's not. There's never been, I'd say. Those passionate feelings are trying to melt away the stubbornness in Kameda's mind. Kameda, I'll say it one more time. Let us win. But that would... Then fine. I won't rely on you. I rejected Kameda outright and turned down my heel. Enough, we've lost this game. It's over. I don't care about it anymore. Instead, once this game is over, why don't I head down to Angel Mort and get all you can eat of gothic Lolitas dressed in Western dolls and frills and ribbons. Tonight will be the greatest feast I've ever known. Lolitas, all you can eat. Thud. Despite this being the bathroom, Kameda put both his hands on the floor. You? Hey, you say you love Keiichi. I love him, but sometimes the things he does are very, very questionable. You know, he's not a cinnamon roll. He's a cinnamon roll with S-I-N, you know? I was wrong. What's wrong, Kameda-kun? If you have something to say, then say it. This is the first time I've met someone like you. Till now, I've always thought something was wrong with me, and I have just had fun secretly. What are you waiting for, you tiny man? Oh my god. I already said, admitting your perversion is what separates the boys from the men. You're a man entitled to pride. Now, reach out your hand and show me how great you really are. Come with me and accept that it is our world. Clap. Kameda-kun was crying tears of gratitude, unable to speak. That was the moment we exchanged the most zealous handshake the world has ever known. A handshake of the bond of our souls, ardent and intense, tight and steadfast. For a long time we remained that way. It was an enthusiastic handshake, as though we were two brothers separated at birth, embracing each other tightly as it would give us back the time we had spent apart. That was the moment the man who had passed into legend for eating so much during Angel Mort's all-you-can-eat dessert that day, that he was banned from the restaurant forevermore, was born. He would eventually write in his autobiography that our meeting this day was fate, but none of that had anything to do with this. Then, until later, for now, just play the game the way I described it. Just that, I turned on my heel and made to leave the bathroom. But then Kameda-kun stopped me. But wait! At least to tell me your name! Who, me? My name is Keiichi Maebara. No. Kind of didn't feel like using my real name. Anyway, maybe I should lie to him, use a code name. Just call me... K. Oh my god. K. Wait, was that actually an embarrassing name? Yes, it is. I left the bathroom behind me at a quick pace, hiding my embarrassment. From what I heard later, I apparently looked quite gallant coming out of it like that.
Satoko to Keiichi-san. How did things go?
Keiichi to Satoko. Negotiation successful. Settled on he and I getting all-you-can-eat dessert at Angel Mort. Keiichi, no. I know, man. I know. Can you believe this, man? Mio, no problem, right? We settled on he and I getting all-you-can-eat dessert at Angel Mort. Mio, no problem, right? New guest for Angel Mort, all-you-can-eat dessert. Roger that. I'll set it up.
I'm actually quite interested on how you negotiated with him.
Oh, you don't want to know.
They had a really fun talk about how delicious dessert is, probably. Oh.
Probably. Oh, ha 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 ha. Oh, definitely. After that, the game started again. I entered the batter's box as a pinch hitter in place of Mion, but all the pieces were already in place. Boom! Straight pitch whipped by me like a bullet true to its name. Camera people raised their voices in wonder and clicked their shutters. Sharp pitch as always. He's really going places this summer, isn't he? The golf club pitch hitter is standing up straight up too. But doesn't Kameda-kun look a little strange? Like he's got a cold sweat. Patted my shoulders with my bat and sneered at him in a relaxed voice. What's wrong, Kameda-kun? Not feeling well today? Ugh. I couldn't swing the bat. I couldn't swing at the ball because I was too busy laughing at it. Was that all you got? Oh my god. You little... Boom. Next pitch, with the same incredible speed as before, curved sharply. Should have thrown off the batter's skill. Akechi didn't move at all. He just watched coolly. You don't need any little tricks on a straight pitch, Kamada-kun. People really fall for those curves a lot. Batters around here, that is. Hoo hoo hoo. Both the reporters and all the people watching noticed something was strange here. Was Oishima's Kamada-kun the pitcher who conquered Koshien, losing the mental battle? The next straight pitch had incredible speed again, but it went a little wild. It was the ball. It was a ball. I snorted, not even bothering to get ready for it. What, Kamada-kun? Why am I having such trouble saying this man's name? Kamada-kun. Scared of going straight down the middle? Everyone calls you the best. You'd never walk the batter. Shit. The abnormal, unexpected situation spread confusion throughout the reporters. What is he? Who's this Keiichi Maibara? How can he be so relaxed when faced with the supreme fastball? He's just bluffing. He knows he can't win. Kamada would never throw a ball that an insincere guy like that couldn't hit. No, I don't think that it's a bluff. They say that at a high level you can see right through others. Kamada is without a doubt one of the best, which must mean you can see through to that mysterious man's true value. A really business person looking guy took off his sunglasses and gazed upon Keiichi. Oh no. Could it be? The idiot pinch hitter who came in cheering them on with a golf club was actually a genius? Sure, baseball's long since lost its charm for him, and now he's trying to switch over to golf. A genius slugger making a transfer into the golf world. What a tremendous loss for baseball. Stop the presses. We're changing up our sports columns. Oh my gosh. Boom. Ball. Now it's a full count. Successive production was, of course, all being dramatized by Satoko. Big shots constantly had their eyes on Kamada-kun. If they were to lose easily, they knew the match would have been fixed. Perhaps she wanted this little play of ours to create a mood where it wouldn't be strange for Kamada-kun to lose, but... Satoko? Isn't this going too far?
Oh, do your best now, Keiichi-san. Today, this game. Tomorrow, all of baseball.
I don't want any scouts actually coming after me. I'm terrified what would happen if the jig is up. Wait, I can't be making nervous faces right now. Ball! Base on balls! Base on balls. Have you gotten scared, Kamada-kun? I thought you were better than this. Kamada-kun hugged his head in feigned dejection. Kei-san, I did all this according to plan, right? Yeah, well done, Kamada-kun. Keep going like this for the next batter. Let's wrap this thing up and then... Haha! We'll go to all we can eat. Grin. Kamada-kun and I exchanged evil smiles. For some reason, there were a lot of camera flashes right then. Seemed like our dear journalist friend took it as worthy rivals smiling to acknowledge each other's strength. As I trotted over to first base, the camera flashes continued almost to the point where they were annoying. When I got to first base, one of the reporters came over for an interview. But Maibara-kun, do you plan on settling the score with Kamada and Koshien? Things seemed like they were about to get too big for me. Maybe I should just be honest and confess I'm not really into baseball. Koshien? I've never been interested in Japanese baseball. Sorry. Whoa! This man, right from the start, he was always aiming for the world. He might become Japan's first ever big leaguer. What? Conversation was getting fantastically out of hand. Oh, I don't care anymore. I struck a guts pose for the cameras in desperation. Yes! Kei-chan just got on base, just as planned.
Next, Satoko-san is at the bat. What will she do? What will she do? Alright then. Time to get that walk-off home run and win it all.
Satoko stepped up to the plate, waving at the bat around. The reporters couldn't hold back their laughter, maybe because they had just seen his battle with me. Maibara-kun finally got on base, but now it's all over. I see, so this is why Kamada-kun intentionally walked him. He didn't even fight it. He waited for an easier opponent for the final out. But to avoid a direct confrontation like that, we cannot make light of him. Keiichi Maibara.
Alright, come on now, Kamada-san.
You making fun of me? Who do you think I am anyway? Hey-san, no. Maibara-san was one thing, but you think I'll lose to the likes of you? Whenever this girl stepped up to bat, she swung wildly and missed, striking out every time. This might sound rude, but however much Kamada-kun holds back, I don't think she'll be able to hit a home run. I could hear the reporters declaring that there was no way a comeback would happen. Wait, what? Satoko, she swung wildly and missed every time she stepped up to the bat. Boom! Swung after the sound had ended, completely mistiming it. I could hear disappointed voices coming from those rooting for Hinamizawa. It's only natural. Every single batter has struck out. Even if the worst came to worst, no one would get a hit. And that's why it didn't sound strange when Kamada-kun said this. Can't take it seriously when it's so with someone like you. I'll give you a chance. I'll throw the next one slow and underhanded. I'll let you get a hit or two so you can go home and brag to mommy. Of course, these lines were all part of the plot, too. From out the corner of his eye, Kamada-kun gives me a look. Was that alright? Yeah, you did great. Looked very natural. Kamada, you're a splendid actor. No, compared to Kei-san, I'm nothing. Even that exchange seemed seen as heated and enthusiastic by the reporters. But Kei-san, however slowly I pitch, can this girl really hit it? Don't worry and throw the ball like we planned. I think we got a good idea how this will turn out. Our exchange over, Kamada-san moved from set position into a pitching stance. Come then. Throw your merciful pitch. I'll hit a huge home run off of it. Head pat? Head pat when things are getting intense? Huh? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Dun 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 dun. Here we go. Head pat, head pat. Whoop whoop whoop. Yay! Head pat, head pat. How is Vampy? I'm good. I'm doing alright. I'm doing quite alright. We're just vibing and reading. My throat's a little dry though now. She struck out every time she was at the bat. When I heard that, my vague ideas came firm beliefs. And out of Kamada-kun's hands comes a slow, lazy pitch as though they were playing catch. Normal people would probably be able to hit it, but for Satoko, who had been striking out the whole time, just when people started to think that way, the members of our club had already realized Satoko's trap had begun. It was true. Striking out constantly today had all been laying the groundwork for this moment. An act. All to make it feel like Kamada-kun letting off the gas wasn't strange at all. Which meant, in other words, that Satoko was actually really good? Crack! Someone just gifted me 3 months to a streamer I barely watch. Wow! I honestly don't know what to do when that happens. I've been gifted subs sometimes. Like I've gotten subs for other people. And I never know what to do in that situation. I take it as a sign to be like, hey, maybe I should watch them a little more. You know, that's kind of how I take it, but, you know. Whoa! She got it! Look at it go!
I don't even need to run, do I? Oh.
The super huge home run Satoko hit disappeared over the roof of the school. Reporters lost their words at the sight, and then roars of applause. Despite this being what we'd anticipated, I can't help but stare in the mute amazement at the glorious home run. Satoko strutted over to the first base.
Come on, what are you doing, Keiji-san? Second base is that way.
Satoko, you're really good at baseball. Satoko grinned, showing her fang-like canines in reply. Come to think of it, she played baseball a lot with Tomita-kun and the others during lunch, didn't she? The fact that they always invited her to play meant she was by no means bad at it. And you purposely struck out at those times? Since before Kamada-kun even got here, geez, you've really got something for every occasion. I say this all the time, do I not?
I say this all the time, do I not? I only have one trap, and when everything is about to come to conclusion, it's enough that I don't even have to worry. Ho ho ho.
Damn it, that sounded kind of cool. Basically, she was just bragging about hitting the ball. What are some good CEs for Irash? I don't have her, so I wouldn't really know. But someone else in chat who has her, if you could say some good CEs. When Satoko did it, it looked so cool. Dirk. Yeah, Dirk knows everything. We crossed home plate in order, me, and then Satoko, and completed our walk-off home run. Our teammates welcomed us back with our blessings. Bar-san, that was amazing, totally cool. Never thought it would happen. Tomita-kun and Okumura-kun praised me. How about that, Tomita-kun, Okumura-kun? Turned things around just fine.
Rena thinks you were cool too. Good work.
That was nothing. I briskly clapped my hands against Rena's outstretched palm. Satoko did brilliantly too. She gave us a spectacular ending.
Who do you think I am? Oh ho 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 ho.
Man, can't underestimate her. Satoko Hojo. Kei-chan was great too, winning Kamado over like that.
He's just a magician of duplicity.
Rika-chan, I don't think that's a compliment.
But really, only Keiji-san could have pulled off such a drastic move. I wouldn't have been able to do it myself. I would very much like you to teach me sometime.
Satoko learned such displays of power. That's terrifying to even imagine. Prefer it if you didn't mimic me. After declaring the match over, the umpire came to us. Well, you actually won. I'm shocked. We said Satoko could hit it, didn't we? You didn't believe us at all. The umpire scratched his head apologetically and apologized to Satoko, smiling dryly.
And Keiji-kun was amazing too, wasn't he? Keiji-san is actually the most reliable person here.
Well, when I saw him come to the golf club, I certainly had my doubts. But that breathtaking battle against Kamado-kun had me on the edge of my seat. Right, that breathtaking farce. I quirked a wry smile. Not even the Buddha would have realized that while everyone thought this was a fair match, Kamado-kun and I were thinking about our evil, dessert-violating ways. Jesus. Excuse me, coach? You remember your promise, do you not? Yeah, I guess I have no choice.
We did it! Keiji-kun, this means we're having barbecue meetup tomorrow.
Rena clapped her hands and we all began to dance with joy. Tomita-kun and our other teammates were jumping up and down too. What's this about? A barbecue meetup? Hey wait, what on earth are you talking about?
Oh ho ho. We made a promise that if we won today's game, he'd treat us to a barbecue party with all kinds of high-class meats. It wasn't looking good for a while when Kamado-kun appeared, but thanks to Keiichi-san, we've won that privilege.
I see, so that's what this was about. It was certainly not a game we could have lost.
Irie's big wallet will be so sad, so sad.
Irie? Irie, that's his name? You're right about that, but I did make a promise. When we eat, we do without any mercy. We need to feed our growing bodies after all. Alright everyone, tomorrow we dine like kings. Yeah! All the members of HEWWO fighters raised their fists high in the air and cheered. Rika-chan was getting petted on the head of the umpire, who was smiling painfully at the off-kilter remarks. He gave her his head and looked like he was about to cry. It looked like the price of victory would be pretty big. You beat me, but I have no choice since I promised. Guess I should go shopping for some meat. What VNs have you played? Besides Higu, I played Amnesia. I played Amnesia. I'm honestly not that much of a VN player. I just like Higurashi because I watched the show, you know? I would not be able to read the VN if I hadn't watched the show beforehand, to be honest. Coach, give me some grade A beef like you promised. Won't forgive you if you buy nothing but vegetables to keep it cheap. Woohoo. The umpire, whom they're calling Coach, grinned dryly, crestfallen. Umpire? Coach? The uniform he was wearing had HEWWO fighters written on it. Oh, so he's not just the umpire, he's actually our team's coach. Oh! My Barakun, is that alright? Can I call you that? Yeah. This callback wouldn't have happened if not for you getting on base. Amnesia fan? I played one route of it, and it was interesting. I really want to go back and play some more, but, you know, reading VNs takes up a lot of time. This comeback wouldn't have happened if it were not for you getting on base. Please, come to tomorrow's barbecue. No, besides that, would you please consider joining the team? If you were with us, we could dominate the whole prefecture.
Coach, let's leave that aside for now. You should be more worried about your wallet. Ho 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 ho.
Despite the coach being an adult, everyone seemed to get along very well with him. Coach, huh? Pleased to meet your acquaintance. I'm Irie, coach of the Hinamizawa Fighters. He extended his hand to me. Oh, I thought he was like someone in the nurse's office or something. Firmly grasped it with my own in reply. I'm Mayabara. Nice to meet you. Then the coach took his other hand and began to stroke mine softly. What? Nekopara is pretty good. That's another VN I played. The boy version of Nekopara. What smooth hands you have. Such a narrow grain, you truly take good care of them. Okay, no need to be creepy, idiot. Ah, silky smooth. Hey, wait. I'm a strictly instructor on maids to take this good care of their skin as well. And punish the bad ones who don't. But maids? Well, what are you talking about? Ah, such velvety hands. Just want to put them to work. Bro, what the heck? The coach's eyes were spellbound as his delusions floated through his very own original magical universe. He had made supremely satisfied smile. Oh yeah, Umineko is made by the same person who made HEWWO. Right. I've heard many things about Umineko, but I don't know if I'll be able to play it just because of how hecking long it is, you know? It's so insanely long. So, oh no, Dirk's been activated. Umineko was said. He's the doctor from Angels of Death, but with hands instead of orbs. Yeah. How do I put this? Who the hell is this guy? You look so flustered.
Our coach is a little strange, but he's really funny, you know?
Felt like you couldn't measure him by saying strange or funny. I really didn't think we'd get along. Snap. The other self in my mind made a witty retort for some reason.
Come on, settle down already. You're making Keiichi sound uncomfortable.
Ah, silky smooth. Coach didn't try to shake his hand off mine until Satoko hit him with a 3-hold wash bucket attack, causing him to faint. Wow, Satoko really abuses everyone, huh? It's too cold here. I should drive south for a few hours. You don't want to be down here, bro. Stay up there. You don't want to be down here. Yeah. You have received new tips. Satoko's trap course. Advanced. Is there anything above advanced? Or is it just advanced? Oh, Idie's there. I guess we're gonna learn more about him? I guess he's acting as the, it was a peaceful lunch break. He's acting as the, coach and the doctor? I don't know. It's negative 22 here with 20 miles per hour winds. Jeez! Oh, it's like 80. It's like 80 here. Almost polar opposite. It was a peaceful lunch break. Thud, clatter, splash. What? What was that?
I just heard something really loud from the hallway. What was it? What was it?
We rushed into the hallway, and to our surprise, Coach was there with a water bucket overturned on his head. Coach, are you okay? Ta-da! Man, you sure got me. Hello, everyone. Coach greets us, cool and calm. What's going on, Coach? You don't come to school very much. Well, I do come here once a week as part of my job. It had been quiet here for a while, but I totally let my guard down. I hate Nebraska. Nebraska? Yeah, that's quite far away from Texas. That's quite far.
Satoko-chan's little tricks always come to you when you least expect them. Will you be okay in those clothes?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just thinking of taking a nice bath, so this is actually cooling me off. You sure are calm, Coach. In fact, you never get mad. Really makes you come off as an adult. I guess we're learning more about this guy through this tip. He was right. If I were coach, I would have started running around with a bucket still in my head looking for her. His adult way of not getting mad at every little child's prank was admirable. Listen, Maibara-san, with things like this, changing your perspective just a little can make it easier. Either irritating or pleasant. It's all about how you react to it. There's just some secret trick to staying so calm after getting hit in the head with a bucket filled with water that I'm begging you, tell me. For example, let's say there's this old and traditional family dating back to the Meiji era. Okay. Let's say they had many maids under their employ. Being a large house, of course, they have all kinds of maids, from veteran ones who turn mean and don't want to give up their jobs, to new ones who are young and full of energy. See, you can imagine that. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Space filled with dreamy maids in pink and peach adorned with frills and headbands with Coach at their center began to spread out before me. Newer maids with all their youthful vitality and giving everything they have to please their master. But the older maids won't allow that to happen. They find faults with everything they do, bullying them and tormenting them all day long. Look, there's still so much dust here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do it over. Splash. Bucket falls upside down on the maid. She's soaking wet and she wants to cry, but she puts on a brave face. Maids. I think he has something for maids. I think he might maybe have a maid fetish. Just a possibility.
Oh, I don't get it, but it sounds fun.
Maybe Rena should be
a maid too.
Ah, geez, stop. You've infected Rena. And you, Kei-chan, don't go getting lost forever in Coach's world.
Not for this character trait. Coach would just be a good person too.
Ah, you're right about that. Once Satoko Hojo-san sighted. I say, Satoko-san, what is this? I say, look at all this dust. I say, it's time for you to be punished.
What?
Yeah? Coach plucked Satoko up and started giving her a spanking. Oh god.
Satoko-chan, you're so cute!
Satoko can put traps together with such brilliant predictions. It's strange how she can't predict the very end, though. Is spanking? How old is he? I mean, Satoko was like 7. Do you still spank kids at 7 years old? I don't hecking know. You shouldn't spank them at all, honestly.
Is it? I think Satoko-chan wanted this to happen. She wanted it.
No! Rena! Satoko wanted this outcome? What do you mean by that?
When she plays pranks on people like this, they always get mad and chase her around. Don't you think it's like a form of communication?
Rena! Literally call the police. Sounds like a terrible way to communicate. Don't people normally say hello to each other?
Okay, Keiji-kun, haven't you heard it before? People who play lots of pranks are actually lonely and want people to pay attention to them.
Rena gave a cool smile and, laughing abruptly, explained.
That's what I mean. If Satoko-chan plays a trick on someone, he wants them to get mad or laugh and chase her. It's kind of like a kitty biting you softly. Don't you think it's cute?
Not really, Rena.
They will definitely be surprised right here and jump backwards. So if I put it in this spot, they will work for certain.
Satoko regaling us with her trap philosophy was improving an already brutal trap hell on the mountain. Brenna was right, and her traps were to get people to pay attention to her. And all these traps on this mountain were basically all crystallized forms of those feelings. Alone with Rika-chan, setting up trap after trap after trap in the mountains, always waiting for someone to fall into them. But nobody needed to come to this mountain in the first place. Without a doubt, she and Rika-chan had spent a lot of time imagining how victims would be caught and their traps would react. Satoko, separated for so long from her beloved Nini, Satoshi. With their stubbornness, she never once said that she wanted him to come home. But all the traps sleeping on the mountain told me how Satoko really felt.
Keiji-san, are you still listening?
Oh, sorry about that. What'd you say?
All you have to do is pound one nail into the tree trunk like this, and it's already a great trap. If you trip it up right here and smack your forehead into it, it would really hurt.
A human hammer pushing a nail into your forehead? Yeah, that sounds painful.
If it was someone really, really evil, this trap could put them to death. So I do look forward to seeing what sort of villain gets caught by it.
Why do you keep glancing at me like that? Are you saying that you want me to fall for it? I could get really badly hurt, you know? Maybe you shouldn't be using this trap.
Is that so? Well, it is true that I can't use traps without love behind them. Then I'll just move the nail here so if the villain really reforms their behavior, they won't get caught by it.
Oh, really? Let's go immerse yourself in adjusting the nail's position. Traps of love, huh? Maybe Coach was right. Just by reacting a little differently, everything changes. Come to think of it, maybe you can feel humor and warmth even when Satoko's traps get to you.
All finished. Now it's absolutely perfect where it is. What do you think, Keiichi-san?
Yeah, it's perfect. Hope a villain comes along and gets caught by this trap.
Ho 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 ho! No, of course it would be better if that didn't happen.
It looked a little painful, but I considered coming here sometime and getting caught in it. Wholesome. Aww. Aww. Now isn't Satoko just the best, most wholesome thing ever? Oh. Well, this is gonna be it for today. More wholesomeness to be tuned. Yay! Even more wholesomeness. Yeah, wholesome death trap, literally. But soon to be more wholesome things happening. Woohoo! Nothing bad will happen ever! Nothing ever bad will ever happen, okay? Ever. Yeah, but I'll see you guys, alright? Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye! Bye-bye!